many times has your English teacher told you, know your verb tenses? I have, I had, I will have. Which one is it? Let's begin with asking our students about their thoughts when it comes to this popular verb tense. What do you find most difficult about the present perfect?
Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Matt, and I always have trouble in order to use a present perfect tenses because sometimes I don't know how to use it correctly.
In my native language, we don't have present perfect, so to me it's difficult to know when I have to use it.
There are many different notions and uses with the present perfect, so sometimes it's quite difficult to make sure you use it properly.
Did any of those sound familiar? Do you share these common difficulties? Hey, it's Lindsay, and welcome to another fun episode of Bite Size English, your daily bite of English. In this episode, we're learning about the present perfect. You're going to learn the structure and the 3 uses of this very common and important tense. Visit our website, bitesizeenglish.com, for a fun and interactive quiz game from this episode. Let's start with the easy part first, the structure. Pause the video and check out these 3 examples. Which example uses the present perfect? Awesome! I have been to Italy uses the present perfect. Now let's take a look at the structure in more detail. Check out these sentences, take out a pen and paper, and see if you can figure it out. I have been to Italy. I have played chess for 15 years. I have had 3 cups of coffee this morning. If you wrote this down, you're correct. The structure for present perfect is subject plus have plus the past participle plus the complement. Remember, you can find the past participles on an English verb list, and some of these can be tricky and require practice and memorization, similar to irregular past tense verbs. So, what do we even use this verb tense for? Here are some examples of its first use. Let's see if you guys can guess through context. I have been to Brazil. Have you subscribed to BSE's YouTube channel? Let's think about this. Am I in Brazil now? No. I'm here teaching you on YouTube. Okay, so are you a BSE subscriber? I sure hope so. So when did these actions happen? That's right, in the past. But when in the past? Last year? Yesterday? You have no idea. You just know that these experiences were at some point in the past. Weird, right? Because this is a present tense. English is never easy. Our first use is to talk about finished past actions or experience when the specific time is unknown. You probably noticed the second example was a question. So remember, follow those basic grammar rules. When asking a question, you use question word order with the verb before the subject. On to the second use. Try and figure it out. Here's a hint. It's very different than the first use. I have taught on YouTube since November. BSE has been a channel for 5 months. Okay, so we have 2 important keywords, for and since. For expresses a length of time, and since expresses a starting point. When did these actions begin? You got it, in the past again. But am I still teaching on YouTube? Am I teaching right now? Yes. So the second use is to express actions that started in the past, continue to the present, and maybe in the future. These are continuous actions. Look at these sentences again. BSE has been a channel for 5 months. What happened to have? It changed to has. Why? Because BSE is third person, and you have to follow the subject agreement rules. And on to the third use of present perfect. Here's the chart. Pause the video and see if you know what it is. Here are a couple sample sentences. I have had 3 cups of coffee this morning. Dora has taught 15 BSE episodes on YouTube. Are these single actions? No. What about continuous? No. Each of these actions were finished in the past, but they happened more than one time. 3 copies, 15 episodes. These actions were repeated. Our final use is for repeated past actions that might happen again in the future. One final point. Listen to how I use the present perfect in speaking. I've had 3 coffees. You've subscribed to BSE's YouTube channel. He's been to Florida. I'm sure you heard the contraction, which is almost always used in speaking. So try and listen for it. That's all for today. Now that you've learned how to use the present perfect, don't forget there's an extra worksheet attached to this episode. Check it out and test your present perfect knowledge. Have you subscribed to our channel? If you don't want to miss an episode, subscribe. Please send us your questions and comments and check us out on Facebook and Instagram too. Thanks for watching. See you next time on BSE.